Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a service that's honestly a lifesaver for so many pet owners out there. Pet transportation. It sounds pretty simple, right? But believe me, it solves a problem that is way more common and stressful than you might think.
You know the feeling, right? You get that little reminder card from the vet or a text from the groomer. You pop it on the calendar, feeling all responsible. But then this one little nagging question starts to creep in. And that question is, how are they actually going to get there? I mean, maybe you don't have a car, or you're trying to figure out the rules for pets on public transit, or your schedule is just absolutely slammed. That simple question can turn into a huge headache. So let's dig into why this is such a common struggle.
All right, so Section 1, a common pet owner problem. It's all about the challenge of getting your pet the care it needs. Because let's be real, it's not always as simple as just grabbing the leash and hopping in the car. There are some serious hurdles that can get in the way.
I mean, just think about this scenario for a second. You need to get your dog to the vet, but maybe you're just not comfortable driving anymore, or you're struggling to lift your pet into the car. For a lot of folks, this is their reality. It could be because of age, maybe you're recovering from an injury, or heck, maybe you just don't have a car that can handle a big, anxious dog. And this isn't just a minor hassle, you guys. It has some really serious consequences.
And this is where it gets really serious. When transportation becomes a barrier, those routine appointments, they start getting missed. And over time, that one little checkup you had to skip could let a tiny issue blow up into a really big, scary health problem for your pet.
Okay, so that's the problem. But the good news is, where there's a problem, there's usually a solution, right? And in this case, it's a special kind of service that's all about bridging that gap. It's that helping hand so many people need. So what are we talking about here? Well, a pet transportation service is pretty much what it says on the tin, a service that offers safe, reliable, and assisted rides for pets to and from their appointments. But don't think of it as just a taxi for your dog. No way. It's so much more. It's all about providing that personal assistance and care that, let's face it, a regular old rideshare just isn't set up to do.
And what they can do is pretty amazing. We're talking about trips to the vet or the groomer, obviously, but it also includes pet pickup and drop-off, even helping get a heavier or nervous pet into the car. And get this, they can even wait during the appointment. They might even pick up pet food or supplies for you, or take your pet to a boarding facility. It's really meant to be this all-in-one support system for you and your pet.
So you might be wondering, okay, who is this actually for? While it can honestly help almost anyone, there are a few groups of people who find it to be an absolute game changer. Well, for starters, seniors who might not be driving as regularly anymore. For a lot of them, their pet is their constant companion, you know? So a service like this means their best friend can still get top-notch care without adding any stress or worry to their own lives. It's also huge for pet owners who are recovering from an illness or maybe a surgery. Think about it. If you're on the mend, you probably can't drive, and you're definitely not supposed to be lifting your 80-pound golden retriever. This service just steps in and takes care of all of it.
And hey, it's not just for people with physical challenges. Sometimes life is just crazy, right? Busy pet owners who just need an extra hand every now and then. Your work schedule clashes with the vet's hours, and having someone you trust to take your pet, oh man, that's a massive relief.
Really, when you boil it all down, this service is for anyone who wants a safe, reliable ride for their pet. If you want to make sure they're traveling safely with someone who is patient and attentive, this is for you. But, this is about more than just getting from point A to point B. It's so much more than just a ride. The real value here is emotional. It's about the feeling it gives you.
And here are the key benefits. We're talking about peace of mind, about less stress for both you and your pet. It's reliable, it's flexible, and safety is always the top priority. At the end of the day, it's all about making sure your pets get the care they need no matter what. It just removes this huge weight off your shoulders.
And I love this quote because it just nails it. It's like having a helpful neighbor who loves animals and is happy to lend a hand. See? It's not some cold corporate service. It's personal. It feels like part of a community. It's that friendly neighbor you can always count on.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the who, but how does it all actually work? Let's get into the nitty-gritty and answer some of the most common questions people have. All right, first big question. Will you stay during the pet's appointment? I mean, what happens once you get to the vet? Does the driver just say see ya and take off? And the answer is yes. If you want them to, waiting during appointments can totally be arranged. It's all about flexibility. Usually there's an hourly fee for the waiting time, but it means you get this complete, seamless, door-to-door experience.
Okay, next question. Can the service be scheduled on a regular basis, or is this just for like one-off emergencies?
Yep, for sure. Lots of clients set up recurring trips. Think about it, regular grooming appointments or maybe weekly vet visits for ongoing treatment. You can just set it and forget it, which makes it a super reliable part of your routine and helps you budget for everything.
And what's really cool is that these services can be part of a bigger support system. The standard service is pet transportation, of course, but you can often add on other things like running errands, picking up pet food, even monitoring your mail or house while you're away. It just layers on all this extra convenience, which is pretty amazing.
So, here's the bottom line. These services aren't just some fancy luxury. They are a lifeline. For so many owners, it's the one crucial link that guarantees their pets get the healthcare and wellness they absolutely need.
And that really leaves us with one final big question to think about. How could community-based services like this change the way we care for both pets and people? When we build these small, local caring services, it seems like they do more than just solve one problem. They kind of strengthen the whole community. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How could we apply this idea to better support not just our animals, but each other?